into mid-morning talk, and it's afternoon, and we into the final half hour of our show. And yes, I'm joined on the line by a university student, and I was actually, confession time, I was the first educator when she actually commenced her educational journey. Now she's way past that. She's a tertiary student at Tertiary Institute studying already. But yes, I feel proud to say that I was part of that educational journey of Tasmia Surtee. And Tasmia Surtee had a very eventful weekend. So let's join her and find out what happened over the weekend and what transpired. Assalamu alaikum, Tasmia.
Assalamualaikum, Aunty Mariam.
And Tasmia, yes, confident as ever. So your post was at Woolworths SA, Israeli colors, question mark, question mark, question mark. Is you standing in the queue at your local Woolworths store, and then you notice blue and white balloons. I'm going to get Nazreen to actually put them on the screen and just take a picture, share it on the photo that you had taken with the blue and white balloons at the till points. Tell us your experience.
Exactly. So on Saturday, the 29th of May, I just went to my local Woolworths in Victory Park, and I just picked up my groceries, and I was ready to pay. And immediately when I looked up, I saw the blue and white balloons. So when I inquired, the lady bluntly told me, she was like, well, it's for solidarity of the lives that have been lost. And I was thinking to myself, blue and white, that's Israel. So Woolworths is standing with Israel. So I immediately left my things and I walked away, because I'm not going to stand for a company that's going to think that killing innocent babies is okay. And then I immediately thought, no, maybe like I misinterpreted it. So I phoned my friend, because I knew that she was at the gym. And I was like, hey, listen, please can you just stop by? If you see the balloons, can you just ask? And when she asked, because she's a white girl, they immediately told us, no, it's for the lives that have been lost, for all the Israeli lives that have been lost. And I found it very shocking. So that's when I took to social media and I posted it.
Yes, so they explicitly told her this was a white girl, and they explicitly told her that this balloons was in solidarity or support for not just everybody's lives who were lost in the Middle East, but for Israeli lives that had been lost. So that was the narrative or explanation given to her.
Yes, it was.
So
But
what did you do then?
when I took to social media, a lot of people came, and a lot of my followers and family even went there and they inquired. And the issue is that they told us all different stories. So a few of the things that they said was solidarity for the lives lost. It is for a new cashier system. And the last one was something about, I said, the solidarity for the lives. It was about a new cashier system. And the other one was that they stand with Israel. So I found that very shocking, considering especially that Victory Park is surrounded by three mosques, Northcliffe, Greenside, Emerential. Like, there are so many religions.
Never mind, three mosque. I'm there once a week, and I'm fuming listening to you, because I'm there once a week, and when I'm there once a week, I meet lots of people I know in the area, my fellow Muslims. I meet non-Muslims. I have friends there, but yes, I shop there, and so they know me. I even know the cashiers now, because they recognize me, and we greet each other, and we cordial. So I'm like shocked that don't they know who are the customer base in terms of being diverse, and who's supporting them. So this is really, really upsetting me as well. So what happened? So that was Saturday, right?
Yes. And then on Sunday, a few of my friends, they were like, no, because I have a lot of friends who are standing by Palestine, because they can clearly see what the Israelis are doing. And a lot of my friends were like, no, I rate we all go. Let's all go definitely. Let's all ask. And we were told the same thing.
Was the balloon still on Sunday?
Yes. So this is now on Sunday. But from Saturday to Sunday, many people called, and a lot of our calls got declined. A lot of us got turned away. And I found it very shocking that their behavior, because when I walked into the aisles, because I didn't see the balloons, I walked into the aisles and I asked the lady, where's the balloons? And she told me, no, we never had balloons. So I showed her the photo and she immediately walked away. So I was like, nah, this is not on. Like, you can't lie. Like, if you had it up, just admit. If you're wrong, admit to it. You know, don't lie
So
and say that we never had it.
okay, so the spin here, this gets juicier for me because surely this is now a cover up. Because
Exactly. Like, what are you trying to hide?
you saying, so if you hadn't take this photo uh, on Saturday, yes, they would have called you out as if you were imagining this didn't happen. So she blatantly told you there were no balloons, and then you called her out with the
Yes,
picture.
yes. And then and then I was asked to speak to a manager, and the manager conveniently was not there. My friend got told, no, we never had it. My friend got told, no, we took it down due to an uproar. I got told it never existed. Another person said, oh no, it was just for an hour. It was for an hour. And I'm like, but people came to teams the whole day on Saturday, so it could not have been for an hour. Many people even sent me photos of the balloons on that Saturday after I took the photos, and they were like, it's not on. And I mean, what color is Woolworths? We all know black and white. Why are you using blue and white? Why are you using such Israeli colors? Why aren't you using dark blue or light blue? This is literally Israeli colors. My own Jewish friend said to me, now this is Israeli colors.
Absolutely, the color. Yeah, I've seen the color of the blue, and that is the blue and white of the Israeli flag.
They also claim that it was for Shabbat, but Shabbat was 2 weeks ago. And we all know that Woolworths never uses balloons to commemorate any sort of special occasion.
Yeah, I know now and then you'd get Merry Christmas or Eid Mubarak, but that's at the entrance, wishing all our Muslim people a happy Diwali, or even when it's over Passover. I know, and I'm actually happy that businesses recognize when it's important religious festivals, because before it was only Christmas was recognized. So I feel then I as a shopper is being included, and you acknowledge my important days. So I'm actually happy when I go past and I see businesses wishing them at the entrance that, wishing you peace over Eid Mubarak or Happy Diwali, or, wish you well over Passover. But this is a political situation. The Israeli colonization of Palestine is politics. And by Woolworths putting up balloons, you've picked a side. You've picked a side. You showed support. Is your money, Woolworths, also going for arms and ammunition to maim, to kill, to colonize Palestine? Please, Woolworths, speak up and let us know. So, Tasmia, what had happened after all the spin, because that's what I call it, all the spin of the balloons were not there, then it progressed to the balloons were there for a short time. The balloons were there to acknowledge Jewish holiday that happened 2 weeks ago. Then what happened?
So then I received a call on Sunday, I think because I left my number with the local Woolworths. I received a call from a very nice lady who
do you remember her name?
I don't remember her
name.
She kept reiterating to say that, what you call it, no, it's a big misunderstanding. Maybe you took it out of context. And she did apologize a lot for her staff's behavior. She said that is not the Woolworths way. They do not want their customers to be left feeling unsatisfied or very unhappy, because a lot of
upset.
Exactly, upset.
So tell me, so did she qualify her statement to say what was the misunderstanding?
She kept saying that but that's a whole group of us. We all misunderstood it, and that it's not about any lives being lost, but it's about celebrating life. And I was like,
celebrating Israeli life.
No, life in general.
Yeah, but I mean, with those colors, whose lives we celebrating? Palestinian lives, Israeli lives, because it's blue and white. I've never, unless maybe there's a new symbol there then that celebrates everybody's lives. I don't know. I'm just
that's
trying.
The shocking thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand. Yeah. Okay, so
she never wanted to speak about that, and then I found it very shocking because she said to me that, what you call it, that they're not even allowed to discuss any political matters, and that maybe the lady who we all supposedly spoke to, maybe she was just on the opposition side, but they're not supposed to take any side, especially when it comes to something that is such a sensitive topic. She basically just apologized for the way we were treated. She said that it was just a misunderstanding, and that apparently for cashiers, but blue and white, I still find it suspicious because why would you use those colors, especially if you know what's happening in the world? Every single person, I'm sure, gets a notification and they see what's happening. I mean, our Instagram stories have been doing so well about free Palestine, free Sheikh Zara, like all those things have been doing really well. Like you can't say that you can never see the one. I mean, every single one.
And for me, you know what? It's just
Palestine.
just ingenious, and that to make staff members, ordinary lower level employees, take the brunt and be the scapegoat for this, because that employee was innocent and just relaying their communication. And now
Exactly.
there was no side, because according to me, when you asked her, it wasn't an opinion, it was an explanation. Am I correct? The first time you asked and you said that was said to you, it was to compare, to honor or to remember lives that were lost, right? Israeli lives, Jewish lives that were lost. So she wasn't saying it's me saying this, or she offered you an explanation. She didn't take a position. Am I correct?
Yes.
So that's what I'm trying to say. The whoever called you from senior management, that for me is just spin and now trying to make an employee a scapegoat for something of an agenda which you don't want to come out and say and be honest. But the writing, well, the balloons are on top of there, not so to speak, not the writing on the wall, but the balloons were on the wall. So that spoke volumes. And now they're trying to cover up, because it wasn't like you had an employee that was passionate and was downright pro Israeli. That was not it. That employee was just offering you an explanation to your question.
Yes.
I just want to put this in perspective, because I don't think it's fair to single out that employee, the one you questioned or that was questioned first.
But that's the thing, and I'm 100% sure that we all didn't go to the single employee. Like so many people in that store had different explanations, from the manager to the person walking in the aisles, filling the aisles to the cashier. Like we all had different explanations. Why are you not using the same story? Is it for Shabbat? Is it for the lives lost? Is it for raising awareness? Is it what?
And I think we need to know who put up those balloons. That would have been nice to actually find out who put up the balloons and what was the director. Yes, 100% a very valid point. Who approved those blue and white balloons? But what we're going to do is, Tasmia, thank you for your time. I appreciate this, and also about your experience. And I commend you for standing up, showing up, and speaking up, because this is what we need to do. And I thank you for amplifying your voice on social media. And that is why I got you here today, to further amplify your voice. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to try, if you perhaps have the contact number of the lady who contacted you, which she contacted you on mobile, I would like to then take this issue further, because we're not going to let Woolworths get away with this, with digressing, as well as I want to know what was the misunderstanding. I actually want to know what's the misunderstanding and what you misunderstood by those balloons, because clearly there was spun, and it wasn't about employees taking a position, because they clearly didn't. They were trying to offer an explanation, and I think they themselves were struggling, because from their explanations they were failing to reconcile exactly what was that symbolism. You work for somebody, you follow the rules of your employer, and if your employer says put things on and this is what it's for, then fine, you work there, you get paid, you oblige, it's part of the job. Tasmia, Jazakallah, and looking forward to this. Let's see if you can just form this. Let's see if we can just get Woolworths to speak up and tell us what was this. And I'm going to ask that question: who approved these balloons? Jazakallah so much. It's been an absolute pleasure, and shukran for availing yourself. That was Tasmia Surtee recounting her experience at Woolworths Victory Park. What a load of, I don't know. Well, I have somebody who is very, very involved in this space. My next guest, Brother Imran Mukaddam, and we're going to be joining him. So we're going to be joining him because he's part of the Apartheid Free Zone Coalition, and I'm sure he will have plenty to say on this topic as well.